Pull left. Hey, what's up, everybody? It has been a while. It has been a while, to say the least, since I've posted an update. It's been over a year, as many of you can tell. If you just kind of look at, the mark between the last video and this one, it's been quite a while. And so much has happened in that year. I just kind of want to get you guys caught up with what's going on with me, with the company. A few things have changed. A lot of what's taken place over the last year or so has been super personal stuff. So we're going to tackle that, and then we'll move on from there. So first things first, what you hear in the background is probably my fan. There are lights right there above me, and they are hot. And any of you all who know me personally, I sweat like it's nobody's business. So there's that whole thing. So don't mind the fan. Don't mind if I move around a little bit. I got the screen right here, and I might look at the screen from time to time. And I'm sitting here on this workout ball because it's kind of working for me, actually. Some of you guys noticed the shirt? Team Jesus, all day. Nothing's changed since the last time I post. All about Jesus, all day, every day. No questions asked. But some things that have changed. Let's start with the personal. Number one, if you look at the quality of video from a year ago and today, I've changed my recording device. I am currently on my cell phone, Galaxy S6, Team Galaxy. Nothing against the iPhone users. I'm just an Android man myself. Like being able to customize my own stuff. They don't have the same kind of cases though that iPhones do, and that's kind of where iPhone always won me over. But you know what? I got a couple clients who do phone cases, so I'm actually good in that regard. I will be ordering some once I get my logo fixed, which I still have not done since the last video. Wow, right? So anyway, some things that have changed. Outside of the camera, the wall behind me is a lot nicer than the last video, as is the sound quality, some due to the camera, some due to the lighting, but also the fact that I am in a new place. I am in my own apartment. Thank God. I have been here for a little over a year or so now. The last place I was in, I was living with my brother. We lost that place due to some job issues at the time. Last time I recorded, I worked for Volkswagen. I was not making that great of money because of our location. My brother went through some job changes. We ended up losing the place. But a lot of prayer, asking God where I should be, what I should do. And I ended up here in my own apartment by myself. I work for a new company. I actually work for an Audi dealership now, which is another big change, and the money is great. I'll probably show you this in the video, but I got a brand new car as well. I was driving a 2000 Mazda Protege that I bought when I worked for Volkswagen, and now that I work for Audi, I went back and bought a Volkswagen. So there's been that as well. Got me a nice 2016 Jetta in silk blue. I leased it. Little tech package, backup camera, some app connect, some up-to-date technology, something that looks a little nice, a little more grown man. I mean, I am 25 years old, so there's that whole thing. So anyway, new apartment, new car. My brother moved out, got a new place. He works for Verizon now, which he was a personal trainer before then. Still heavily into fitness, but he works for Verizon. So he moved out to Virginia. I'm still living in Maryland. We see each other all the time, though. Head out there, kick it with him. Good times, letting the good times roll, right? So anyway, some things that have changed personally since the last time we talked. Outside of that, if you guys have been noticing while I'm talking, I have this pink wristband on, and I have this for a particular reason. The church that I was attending at the time, I have been there for the last 8 years of my life. Learned so much about God my relationship with Jesus, and just, outreach and my calling. I was playing the drums, and I was running the sound equipment and doing the videos, which I may splice a video from the church into here because I still have all that stuff. But my pastor from that church, he passed away. He had almost a lifetime long battle with cancer, and she finally passed away. It's actually been about 3 months maybe since she passed, but this is for her. It says Lola's Love, Turn It, Brock Strong. Brock was her maiden last name. Cancer sucks, which it most certainly does. And any of you guys who are watching, you probably have family members, or somebody who's dealing with that. It most certainly does suck, but she fought hard. She fought long, and to be honest with you, up until the end, if you met her outside of the way that her body looked, you wouldn't have been able to tell that she was even sick. She was a very lively person. She loved God to the very end. She taught me so much. She is one of the reasons that I have such a strong relationship with my dad to this day, actually. Because there was a time where things weren't so great. But he and I have been doing very well lately. As a matter of fact, just recently, a couple weeks ago, we went to Ocean City with my little sister, who is now, I think she's 9 or 10. She's growing. I do have a little sister. But check this video out. It's the sunrise. I'm taking a video, babe. Cool. Dude, that's amazing. I'm gonna go blind if I keep staring at it, though.
I really want to change my clothes, darling.
Do you now? That is gorgeous. You pretty too. You cute. You cute, yo. You cute. You cute, though.
Dad, can I change my clothes so I don't have to be in this video?
As you can tell, we're having a good time. We got there early just to catch the sunrise, and it was just we were there not very long at all. I mean, we left at 3 in the morning. We got there around 5:45, stayed on the beach probably until 7, and then we went to this spot called Bayside Skillet. If you are ever in Ocean City and you're looking for a spot to go to breakfast, go to Bayside Skillet. I had this $20 omelet that was worth every single penny I spent on that daggone omelet. I mean, that thing was good. It was jumbo lump crab meat, Wisconsin cheddar. They had it brushed with some Old Bay seasoning. And if you're from Maryland, Old Bay is the move for like everything. You feel me? Everything. So, yeah, did that. The week before, I went to Virginia Beach, and any of you guys who know me, I've had a fear of statues for a long time. Conquered that sucker in a major and epic way. Last time I was in Virginia Beach, they did not have this 35-foot statue of Neptune there. But they did last time I went, and I saw it on Google Earth when I was looking at the trip before actually going there, and I was like, what the heck is that thing? And so I almost didn't go because of my fear of statues, but I ended up going anyway. And I had a good time, and I wasn't even afraid. I ran into some other statues while I was there. I wasn't afraid. I posted a video on my Instagram showing I'm not afraid. This is the video. All right, so this is a part 1 of probably just a 2-part series, but this one is going to be entitled I Ain't Afraid No More. And I know it probably sounds like it's about to end up into a pep talk, but let me show you what exactly I mean. Most of y'all know what my biggest fear is, but just in case you don't, take a look. out here in Virginia Beach. It's a 35-foot tall statue of Neptune. I'll show you how unafraid I am. I touched it. I'm the man. On top of that, at the beginning of the year, I actually took a tour of DC with my best friend, my man Corey. We've been best friends for years. At my original church back in DC. You know, we've kept in contact since then. He's married now. We live right around the corner from each other. But we did a tour of DC, and it was amazing. If you know anything about DC, it's essentially one big statue. So it was kind of one of those conquer your fear type things, to actually go out there and do it. And so we did it. And here's some of the footage from that as well, with just a couple pictures.
Rock the beat.
We had a really good time. And I think one of the things that really made it special for me is my best friend was there to help me conquer one of my fears. And it turns out that part of my fear for statues is actually just intrigue, you know, being in there and taking the tour and learning so much about the different statues that are around DC and what they actually mean, what they stand for. Like, that helped so much. You wouldn't believe how much that made things a lot easier for me. But what it was called was a duck tour. And wherever you are watching this, whatever city's close to you, they probably have a duck tour if there's a body of water there that's not too crazy. And it's basically this mobile, and I showed you the pictures. It's this little automobile that essentially, it rides on land, but it also goes down in the water, and it's a boat. And they've been using those things since forever. But it was really cool. It was worth I think it was like $40 or so we spent on it. You know, we had a good time, and really appreciate him for that. So I want to give a huge shout out to my man Corey, because that snowballed into a lot. Other things that have changed this year, I'm a little bit heavier than the last video. Of course, I've been eating great because I have a better job now. So I've been eating quite well. You know, my love for food is ever growing. And I may do some culinary stuff once in a while. I've got a few ideas of things that I want to work on. Don't necessarily have a crew yet, but, you know, kind of want to do it. So I may get into it at some point. Anyway, for my birthday, my brother TJ, who used to live with me, and my little brother Carl, we went hiking. We did the Billy Goat Trail in Great Falls, Maryland. Here are a few pictures and a video of some of the stuff we saw while we were there. So the cool thing about that was, if you're a churchgoer, like I am, then you know that typically for birthdays, if you're not with family, you're with friends from church, and you guys go to dinner, and you eat. Church people love to eat. We have since the beginning of time. People love to eat. We have since the beginning of time. But I wanted to do something adventurous for my birthday. I was turning 25. I mean, as an African American male, that is a statistic year. Many of us do not make it to this point. Many of us do not make it past this point. And as I live and breathe and shoot this video, I will be turning 26 in, what are we, in September now? 2, 3, another 9 months or so, I'll be turning 26. So thank God for how far he's kept me, most definitely. But anyway, wanted to go hiking for my birthday. We did that. The good news is in November, we're going to conquer the last trail on the Billy Goat Trail, which is Trail A, and we'll pick up something new next year. I guess I kind of didn't finish the story from earlier about my pastor passing away. We were a very small church. Actually, towards the end of her life, there were 4 of us at the church, and her turnaround was fast. It was a week and a half between the last time I saw her up and running and when I was visiting her in hospice the night before she passed away. And that week and a half before, we had just got a new church building. We were putting the stuff in her office. We had made plans to throw away the old podium. We were going to build a new one. We were putting the copier machine, the fax machine, that big, huge machine that's in like all office buildings. We were putting that in her office. And you know, we started having some services there. And God was doing some really great things, but her health started to decline rapidly. And so we lost her actually on Father's Day, which was really rough for me. But you know, God always has a plan, and in doing that, just a few months ago, I joined another church, New Foundation Apostolic Ministries, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Here's actually the picture of me getting the right hand of fellowship to join that church. That church is run by her brother, who we were always close with when we had our church. We were in Laurel, they were in Bowie. We were in Laurel, they were in Upper Marlboro. We weren't far from each other. So we got a lot done. And so now I'm with them, and things have snowballed. They've been huge, both in my relationship with God and just recovering from everything. So there's that. And I'm kind of rambling because we're in September. It's 9 months into the year, and I haven't posted in over a year. So there's a lot to catch up on. Oh gosh, where else do I go? Okay, I guess I should update you guys on the company. So in my previous videos, I was calling the production group Bearded Vessel. Was that what it was? Yes, Bearded Vessel Productions. If you guys have kept up with the subtle name change that took place and wasn't a big thing, we are now Rugged Heart Productions. Rugged Heart was a name I always kind of had working. I think it meant a little bit more, a little bit easier of a logo to kind of make ideas for, and I think it sounds a lot cooler when you put it to a project. So Rugged Heart it is, Team Rugged Heart, that's a hashtag I was thinking about. Still working on the logo, and it's kind of hard. I'm doing it myself. I have ideas, but oh my gosh, God did not give me the ability to draw that well, as one of my friends has told me when I've sent her sketches of ideas that I've had for the logo. She constantly tells me that I am not an artist, and she might be right. I'm an idea man. If I can get a couple people to help, I can use their abilities to kind of get some stuff done, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so it's Rugged Heart Productions now, and I guess part of the reason I never really got anything done was just fear. That's the other thing is, fear of stepping out there and actually just kind of getting it done. I've always had ideas. When I was in college, I was an idea man, and we would do my ideas all the time. People loved them. But some of the ones, that kind of went by the wayside were really good ideas. I actually wrote a 20-minute movie when I was in college. Whole script, got it done. It was beyond hilarious. But due to some issues at the time, a couple people dropped out the class. My group got about that big. wasn't able to get it done. But yeah, I've got ideas. I just never hopped out there and shot them. But now, having joined this new church, I work in the media ministry there because we live stream our services. So if you ever get a chance, check those out. I will probably put a link to our services in the bio of this video, or I might just, slap it on at the end of the video. But either way, check it out. And come visit us sometime if you're paying attention. Granted, I don't have a great group of people, but Lord willing, this will grow, and it'll go somewhere, and I'll get a let me try that one more time. Pretty big group of people following me. But yeah, so there's that. But anyway, the hope is that, I'm gonna get some stuff done. I'll post it. You guys give me some feedback, and let me know what you think. And a lot of this is probably gonna be original work. I'm very big into comedy. If you know anything about me, I love comedy. So I'll probably post some funny stuff. In addition to that, just probably some Christian-based things that hopefully won't be too cheesy. I don't think just because we live for God, our media things have to be garbage. You can put really good quality in them, at least according to what you have. I mean, people are shooting whole videos on phones now. I mean, whole movies on phones now, using phone quality stuff. So hopefully I can get some stuff done the same way as that. But there will be some stuff definitely forthcoming under Rugged Heart Productions. See, it's got a ring to it. I can kind of, I feel like you guys are smiling. It might just be because I'm smiling. I have a very infectious smile from what I've been told. But either way, I love you guys. Thank you for continuing to be a part of this, even though it's kind of been a little dead for over a year. But this is going to be up and running again. We're going to let it grow, and we'll see where God takes this. Because ultimately, everything's in His hands. So hopefully, we can make this work. Either way, once again, thank you guys. I haven't figured out a name I'm going to call myself. My real name is Brandon. Family calls me Chino. My Instagram is Brother Beard. A couple friends call me His Beardness. As you can see, I've lost nothing. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. I love you.